All right, you guys. So it's been a minute since we've spent some time together. I've been so busy dealing with all this drama in the background. So again, if you've been here for a while, you know we have some communal drama. You know I have some personal drama, and you know that there's a lot going on with somebody misrepresenting myself and the business. So my days have gotten a whole lot more hectic and a whole lot more busy, but no complaints because I've been maintaining. So there is no electricity at the house, no running water, no internet. So I kind of have to catch up with my community whenever I walk into town. So there's a shopping center a mile up the road from my home, and that's where I can kind of reconnect with, again, my community. The weather's been a little back and forth. We've been between cold weather, warm weather. I believe we had some rain yesterday. So this is April. We're, kind of getting into May, and that's our month before, summer starts. We're about 2 months out from the Lipstick Lighthouse second year anniversary. You guys already know I have a week-long celebration, so I'm going to be making plans for that. So imagine me making plans in the middle of all of this mess, but I will be making plans for that. And I also have to draw out plans for April. So now I'm having to work in town. I'm not necessarily working in the office. Kind of go home just to sleep and recoup. And then I kind of come back into town to get things done. I said, you know what, we're going to go to Moe's and have a work session. So I've had to call the city about these loose dogs. I'm going to have to, make sure I stay on them about that. I shouldn't have a loose dog follow me around at night. That's ridiculous. Also, yeah, they do need a few suggestions as far as, there's no crosswalks here in West Mobile, not enough sidewalks. Just some city funds that need to probably, be allocated towards some work here. If you've been here for a while, you know that I watch City Council on Tuesday. So now that'll have to be done in town. So I have to pick a place in town. We'll just alternate. I'll pick a place in town for us to watch our City Council meeting, I Heart Tuesdays. So the first meeting starts at 9 a.m. I'm not an early bird. Usually I kind of roll over in the office and, turn it on at 9 a.m. I can't see myself walking up the road at 9 a.m., but the 10 a.m. we can catch. So I'll be looking out for the main session at least. I'll see what I can do about the early morning session. So the month of April, this is just what we have going on. We have our city council meetings on Tuesdays, and like I said, I just have to pick a spot. On Thursdays, we have book club and we have karaoke night. So we are reading E.L. James' The Mrs., and we're having kind of a floating book club. So I may or may not read ahead of you all and then kind of give you my notes or my feedback or what were my, favorite quotes from what I read. But in general, if you want to follow along, we are reading E.L. James' The Mrs. And then we are having karaoke night at Crafty Crab every Thursday. So no, fighting with someone for custody over my own life hasn't really been great. But, fighting them over my business, fighting them over them trying to get into my home, fighting them over my damn husband, it's been ridiculous. But, it hasn't been ideal, but the good with the bad is I've been around my community a little bit more. So as to where I would be in my office during working hours, even if I don't get paid, just promoting or informing, I can now do this with the people that I love. I love the people here in Mobile, Alabama. People are going to mistreat what doesn't belong to them. And so, again, these are my people. Other people may not care about them. I love them. So I love being able to, be around my people. So that's what we'll be doing. Office hours will now be held outside of the office. When Lipstick Lighthouse first started, I had a mobile office in my SUV. So I guess we can brand this somehow. Our traveling office. We already have a traveling book club here, so we'll pick a spot, set up every Tuesday. Book club will again be floating. I'll again probably just read ahead of you and then get you caught up later, and then you already know to meet me for karaoke night every Thursday. So you guys, let me know how you've been doing. I missed you. I missed connecting with you. Let me know how you've been doing down in the chat.